G'day and welcome to Inside Out. Joining me on the couch is someone who is absolutely no stranger to the camera. After all, he was on the world's most watched TV show. It's Jason Simmons. G'day, Jason.
G'day, mate.
Well, I thought, because you've lived so long in the United States and Great Britain, that I'd bring you some lamingtons and to really bring out your g'day.
They're my favourite, thank you.
Excellent.
How did you know?
Well, you know, I've been doing my research.
Do I have to pick it up?
Yes, you do have to pick it up. Now, I didn't actually make them, nor did my mum. You're probably the biggest thing that came out of Tasmania since Errol Flynn.
You think?
I think you are. So what was growing up in Tasmania like?
Fucked.
Really?
Uh-huh.
In a word?
Very fucked.
Yeah.
Well, growing up in a place where you're born and you're illegal doesn't do too much for the self-esteem. But, you know, if you make yourself invisible, you can survive.
So you were aware of your sexuality at quite a young age to know that you needed to be invisible or know that you needed to hide that part of yourself?
I don't know. Like, they knew that I was before I was, but I was an introvert. I was a stutterer. My dad passed when I was 7. I didn't really talk until I was 13. I would never make eye contact with anybody walking down the street. So for me, the only way to, like people say, how was it for you to go to LA? And I go, it's a piece of cake. Compared to where I came from, it was easy.
What led you to the United States? Was it, and you wanted to get away from Tasmania? You wanted to get away from the past?
If I didn't leave Tasmania, I would have jumped off the bridge at probably 14 years old. I was bullied every day at school from grade 2 to grade 10. My nose was broken twice. I've got and my parents didn't even know. I had no choice but to get out. You know, I went to LA with no money. I didn't know anybody. I just knew that I had to learn to talk and act and do this stuff. So I had to go to LA to find people like me. I just wanted to act and be normal and be myself and not worry about turning every corner. Like, I had so many gangs after me, so many. I mean, it was horrific. But my parents didn't know. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my grandparents. They just knew that I left. They know now. But so when I went to LA and I recreated myself as the character, I know what it's like to play a male chauvinistic pig. You know why? Because I saw a bunch of them. And I did it and quit. Because that's what I wanted to experience. I only act when I want to experience something or have something to say. So now with the book that I'm writing, there's a lot of stigma about gay people can't play straight characters. I go, bullshit. I've done it this time, this time, this time, this time. I did shows and I quit to write this book to show them that they're full of crap. If straight people can play gay characters, to me it's hypocritical. We are actors. Yeah. So I had to play these characters to show, 10 years later, 15 years later, that this is what the book is about, to show them, you know what, instead of bashing me up, you should have been my friend because I could have helped you with your woman. I don't want to sleep with your woman, so I'm safe. You shouldn't be, like, if you think that I'm emasculating you, that's your own deal. Is
that where you think the threatening behaviour comes from? I mean, Tony Abbott has said that he feels threatened by gay people. Do you think that they actually feel threatened?
No, I think they feel threatened by their sensitivity. Even straight men who are sensitive got beaten up, right? So it's on a line between who's sensitive and who's ochre, right?
But what's the driving force? Are they trying to get rid of sensitivity? Do you think it's a
no? It's been driven. It's been beaten into them. Like, you got to be a man. Got to be a man. Got to be a man. You know what? I'm a man. I don't disrespect women. I never hit anybody. To me, I'm a man. The others, it's their own journey. I can't speak for them, but for me, that will never happen.
When you left Tasmania, it was illegal to be gay.
Yes.
Now you come back to Tasmania,
right.
You were just down there visiting your family. They have civil unions. How does it balance in your head that a country can change so much?
Well, civil unions means some things, but if you have a child in a civil union, it doesn't quite cover this. It's still not the same scope of everything else.
Australia is a very different place to when you grew up. But at the same time, there's still pockets of hate out there.
I still hear a lot of derogatory stuff. Even, oh, that's so gay. That's so gay should be a fucking compliment. You know, rather than, if they thought the girls I was hanging out at primary school were attractive, stick with me, motherfucker. I could have taken you all around the world and you could have had any girl you wanted.
What would you say to the young kid out there, the 13-year-old boy that's realising his sexuality and is damn afraid to experience his sexuality, let alone speak about it openly?
I say give me a call. I want to find a way that you can call me and you can experience that we're just humans. Humans are kind and beautiful and wonderful. Ignorance is ignorance. And there's not gay or straight, top, bottom, all that sort of stuff. It's who is evolved and who is not evolved.
Well, I'm excited to see what you do next.
I'm excited to see what you do next.
Well, what I am going to do next is ask you some questions that people have sent in on Facebook.
On your orange phone?
On my orange phone. Okay, from Pete, are you going to Melbourne?
Hi, Pete. Is he on speaker?
No, he's not on speaker.
I was in Melbourne and it rained like piss.
I was just down there last week.
I love Melbourne. I've got my best friends are in Melbourne. I really dig Melbourne a lot. I love Melbourne.
Now, if there was a Baywatch reunion show, would you go?
Absolutely not.
You've done it. That's part of your life's over.
It's not my cup of tea. It's like there's 8 of us. We have an amazing script that's really funny, that's really like Pulp Fiction-ish, like take the piss out of it, you know, take the piss. And I'm the love interest to the main bad guy, which to me is going to be amazing.
Wow, because that's the next question. Would you take a gay role? And obviously you would.
I would if you were playing opposite. You know, what else is going on?
Now, the last question from John.
John who?
John Andrews is his
Oh,
name.
good.
What's with the double A?
Double A was, I was a stutterer as a kid. That's a joke.
I'm so sorry. I actually believed you. He's a very good actor.
I am. No. What happened was I went to America and there was a One-Jaason Simmons, so they changed my name. It didn't work because I didn't answer. So it's either changed my spelling. My grandfather was Austrian, so the double A. Right. But to me, I say, you know what? I'm a stutterer. That was it.
It works. It does work for me. It has been an absolute privilege, and thank you.
You got hairy arms.
I do have hairy arms.
Yeah.
It's been extraordinarily insightful. And in all honesty, growing up, seeing you as this extraordinarily heterosexual man and not really liking your character that much because, as you say, he was a bit of an ass. And
yes, but I had a lot to draw from, yeah.
Yeah, and that's crazy that you drew from the bullies. You drew from those people that...
Listen, the only way I could have dealt with that is either do something violent in my life or do something in my art. Yeah. So I chose my art.
But thank you.
Thank you.
And that's all from me. And
that's all from me.
I'm going to keep drinking my cup of tea and I'm going to chat a little bit more to Jason. That might be in the outtakes.